Susan?
Good evening, everyone. And thank you all for coming tonight. The police officer who is about to speak to you needs no introduction. As Detective Chief Superintendent, she has made waves in this community. Crime figures have fallen with her at the helm. Impressively, she has slashed drug and gang-related offenses. Our new multi-force police station opens tomorrow. And who better to head up our new joint police service than Detective Chief Superintendent Elizabeth Bancroft.
Thank you. Don't know about you lot, but I'm just here for the free booze. Now, I know some of you are worried about the possible ramifications of this merger. Will there be enough police on the street? Will we be able to respond quickly and effectively to call-outs? Well, this is going to be a challenge. But in partnership with the Chief Constable, I will work tirelessly to keep our community safe. Thank you.
You're working to keep the community safe. It wasn't so outrageous. It'd be funny.
You're pissed, Cliff.
You shouldn't have been up there. You should be in prison.
You know the IOPC exonerated me for the death of Kamara. Now, why don't you just let it drop?
Atif Kamara. This is about Catherine.
You clearly weren't listening to the chief, were you? This merger is about productivity. Now, HR have drawn up a list, and I am fighting for you, but...
You can't make me retire.
Well, you're not the policeman you used to be, Cliff. It's time to accept that. Go back to your family.
Does Catherine come back at you in your nightmares?
She's out of theatre. They've put her in a medically induced coma.
I will bring you down. Poor Catherine.
Who's that?
The victim's son. He lives in a cottage on the property.
Did you find them?
He came round with the newspapers this morning.
D.I. Morris?
He's inside.
Sue dead. Michael Connors, property developer, and his wife, Susan.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
That's his first wife. His second wife is in here.
Well, you're right to get me out here. Bad enough Michael Connors being a well-known figure, but with this level of violence, it's going to be a high-profile case. Was there anything stolen?
Not by the looks of things.
Right, well, I'm going to get back to the station, get ahead of the press.
That's my elder brother, Adam.
Who's she?
My stepsister, Annabelle.
Is Annabelle local?
No. She moved away. She's training to be a doctor.
And him?
Annabelle's boyfriend, Joe.
Did you know Joe was going out with her?
No. No, I knew he transferred to another hospital and that's it.
When did you last see him?
Catherine Stevens' funeral.
Yeah, I remember he was devastated.
Yeah, well, we all were.
You haven't talked to him since?
No, I mean, I've tried.
What did you argue about in the first place?
Nothing serious, just stupid stuff, you know. Listen, you will tell me if he comes here, won't you? George, please.
Sorry, I've got to go. What are you doing?
I've been told to set up in here.
This is my office.
Sorry, go for orders.
Whose?
D.I. Morris should be seconded to the Connors case. He was first on the scene.
Give it to Jake Harper.
Was he any good?
He has an excellent record. Conviction on every case he's been on. And we need someone that doesn't know you because of... I'm sorry, I've forgotten your son's name?
Joe.
You have to keep yourself completely separate from this investigation.
Yes, no, Francis, absolutely. I'll keep out of it.
What you got there?
Drugs data for the two forces. Our stats blow theirs away, of course.
As well, we all know how Bancroft's cleaned up this city.
It's not just her. I practically run the unit. And I'm still not DI. I would have been if this merger hadn't kicked in.
If you deserve the promotion, Bevan, you'll get it.
You've been administrating the merger.
That's right, yes.
It's going to be really productive.
Productive, my ass. It's about cuts and selling off police stations.
Well, I'm looking forward to collaborating. The sooner we start information sharing, the better.
Sorry, you are?
Jake Harpergarth, Detective Superintendent, Homicide.
Ah, the lead on the Connors case. Good to meet you.
Right, listen up, everyone. Michael Connors was attacked on the ground floor. Susan upstairs in the bathroom. Looks like the attacker or attackers came in through the back. They left out the front.
Any CCTV on the property?
No, according to Martin, the stepson. Michael and Susan were lax with security. At some point, the attackers keyed the Connors car.
Why bother unless you've got a grudge against the victims? Feels personal.
Michael Connors came from nothing. He made men fast. He was known for being ruthless. At work, he ruffled feathers.
Family's complicated too. Martin and Adam Mullen are Susan's children, Michael's stepsons. Adam works for Michael's company. Martin does odd jobs around the house and estate. Michael had one daughter from a previous wife, Annabelle. Her mother died in an accident.
All the children been informed?
Family liaisons with them now.
How often did you all see your parents?
Most days. There was always something needed doing. I work with Michael, so like Martin, pretty much every day.
I'm a junior doctor, so I don't get home much, but Dad came to take me out and I talked. I talked on the phone to him a lot.
Is there anyone that any of you can think of who might have had a grudge against him?
Joe, I came to find you. God, you look, I mean, you look different. So did you come up here with...
Annabelle.
Annabelle, yes. It's just terrible about her parents. So how are you? How was the hospital?
I don't do that anymore.
Right, so what, did you leave? Oh. So what are you doing now? You got another job? Okay, well, if you need any money or anywhere to stay...
I should probably get back, actually, because she's going to be wondering where I am.
Joe, just... Nothing is the same without you. We just need to spend a bit of time with each other. We just need to talk things...
Annabelle and I are engaged.
You hardly know each other.
Well, we're getting married.
What?
Joe? What's going on?
Hello. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Who are you?
I'm Elizabeth Bancroft. I'm Joe's mother.
Your mother? Told me she was dead.
I regret to say that Michael and Susan Connors were found dead in their home yesterday morning. The family are understandably devastated. A full investigation is underway. A number of our inquiries are at very early stages, with forensic teams remaining at the scene, gathering evidence as part of this investigation. To give you some
Get it in.
background,
Move on.
8 minutes past 8 this morning, the police were called to a house in
How can I after what she did to Catherine?
Dad, you have to stop talking about that. There's no proof she murdered Catherine. I get it.
They have requested.
I get Bancroft.
Respect their privacy. We are offering full support and assistance during this difficult time.
What happened?
Suspected drug OD. It's the third this week. There's a bad batch out there.
Okay. Is she stable? All right, I'll be at the hospital in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag, Gov. Michael Connors' stepson Martin has a history of violence against Michael. He broke a couple of his ribs this Christmas.
Boxing Day in the true sense.
We're bringing him in this morning with his siblings, keeping it unofficial for the moment.
Any forensics?
Male footprint at the scene.
Sorry to interrupt, Gov. Press have figured out the connection between you, Joe, and the Connors.
Right, well, they were always going to.
Which is why you need to keep completely independent from the investigation. For your own good.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
The news are reporting that Joe's engaged to Annabelle.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I've only just found out myself.
The Gov hasn't seen Joe for a couple of years.
Why, if I may ask?
You got any kids?
No, I'm not married.
Well, I brought up Joe on my own as a single parent, and that makes very strong ties. But there comes a time in a child's life where they have to leave the nest. Joe's just asserting his independence, that's all. Thank you.
Gov.
What's Joe like?
He's a good lad.
But he's out of touch with his mum for 2 years. That's weird. Check if he's got a criminal record.
This is Bancroft's son we're talking about.
Well, we need to keep an open mind. You can't update Bancroft. It can mess up everything. She needs to stay away.
Yep.
We've got a problem. There's a 16-year-old girl in hospital. Critical. Bad batch of co-suspected. Another 2 lads were brought into hospital last night from a rave.
Right, okay, talk to him, find out what's going on.
Can't you?
No, Andy, I can't. It's day 2 of the joint force, and believe it or not, I've got other stuff going on. It's the last thing I need right now, so just contain it.
Blunt weapon. Michael Connors falls to the floor, probably on hands and knees. He's trying to get away, crawling along the floor here, but he's hit again here. He's whipped.
What with?
Marks would suggest a belt. Blood spatter reaches these surfaces. He then receives several blows to the back of the head. I should be able to confirm these were the cause of death.
There was some kind of fight between your father and your stepbrother Martin.
Yeah. He was sticking up for us. For Joe, really. Dad's not great when he's drunk too much. He started getting aggressive with Joe. Martin tried to calm things down. He got between them. Dad fell.
Right. So how was your father's relationship with Joe?
Good. Well, until Joe got sacked from the hospital.
Sacked?
Yeah, he couldn't afford his digs. Moved into my flat. My father wasn't keen on that.
Sexual assault?
I'd say no, but we'll confirm that. One thing, fourth finger on her left hand appears to be freshly broken. Could be she broke the finger in the struggle.
Right, Gov. Sounds like the Christmas bust-up between Martin and Michael was just a family argument, no more than that.
What about Martin's alibi?
He was working at the petrol station the night of the murder. Check in. It is one other thing, Gov. Annabelle said that there was aggro between Joe Bancroft and her dad.
Aggro?
But I've checked with Adam. Michael was furious about the engagement. Stopped at allowance, tried to split him up.
Do a background check on him. Cell site analysis, mobile, a lot.
Joe's staying at the Thistle and Rose Hotel with Annabelle Connors.
Great, thanks, Steve. Lee, you can go.
So, Cliff, what's it to be?
I'm not doing court liaison, you know that. Copy's gone to HR.
Well, it's the right decision.
You might be leaving soon after me. Son involved in a murder case.
He's not involved.
Semantics never my strong suit. Data, though. These figures make interesting reading. Drug crime last year dropped dramatically for us, but rose sequentially for the other force.
So? Do you just get squeezed out of one area and move somewhere else?
Then, when the murders announced 3 months ago with you at the helm, drug crime for both forces falls.
Well, they moved on again.
Very convenient of them, and fortunate for you. I reckon you're controlling the drug flow for this entire area.
You're pissing in the wind, Cliff.
Get me another one. I mean, it's bad enough sharing an office with new coppers. Then I'm at the bedside of a teenage girl who's about to drop dead.
What?
A, you've supplied some bad shit. B, you still haven't given us the names of the dealers you supplied it to.
That's not the deal, Danish. We don't protect you for fun or because we love you. Bancroft's pissed off.
Whatever's out there is not mine. But I have heard there's some new stuff on the street.
So, who's selling it?
What are you doing here? Annabelle's gonna come back.
Good. I want to meet her again properly this time.
No.
What? Why wouldn't she want to meet me? Why is she so stressed out about me?
Get out!
You never used to smoke weed.
Yeah, after Catherine died, I didn't want to think.
Look, I know that you were upset. But after the funeral, you just should have come home.
You put her in danger. I don't know how you did it, but you did. You were jealous of her because of me, and if she hadn't have met me, then she'd still be alive.
This is ridiculous! What? Why? Why do you think like this?
How can I not think like that? I know that it's true!
You haven't said this to anyone, have you?
What if I had?
It would be problematic.
For who?
For me. And for whoever else you told.
I haven't told anyone.
Not even Annabelle?
No, not even her.
Look at you. Still my boy.
I'll keep your secret. Because I can't prove what you did, and telling's not going to bring Catherine back. But I don't want to see you ever. Annabelle's all I care about now. Keep away from us. There you are. You okay? Well, I'm here for you, you know I am.
Well, come and join me then.
Well, I haven't brought my swimming stuff.
Okay. Come on.
Well, you might want to pick me up. So, is Martin still the first line of the investigation?
Oh, his alibi holds up. There's CCTV footage of him working at a petrol station.
Who are they looking into now?
Can't tell you, Gov. That was a tight ass.
Come on, he's not here, is he? Come on, George.
If I talk to you, he's going to chuck me off this case.
They considering Annabelle?
Nothing points to her.
I think there's something really off about her. I mean, she treats Joe like shit.
All his girlfriends treated him like shit.
No, this is different. I mean, it's like a power thing. I mean, she wasn't exactly upset about her parents, was she?
I said she was devastated. Yeah.
Joe Bancroft sent abusive emails to Michael Connors ranting about how Michael was a control freak. Can't get rid of me. I'm not going anywhere. A day later, you can take your money and stick it where it hurts.
Money?
Michael's trying to split them up and pay Joe off. Joe was furious. This gives Joe a motive. I'm calling a briefing. Where are you?
Right, I'm on my way in.
Well?
No!
George?
No, I mean it, Gov. There's too much riding on this.
What part of leave me alone don't you get?
The police are looking into you.
What? Well, what about?
Well, the Connors murder, I presume.
I haven't done anything.
What about Annabelle? Is she?
No, of course not.
Look, if either of you are hiding anything, you've got to tell me.
We're not. I've got no idea what you're on about.
Listen, I've got to go. It's probably nothing. It's just routine checks, but don't talk to the police, okay?
She's doing this to stress you out. You said she lies to you.
What did they ask you about that night?
They wanted to know where I was, that's all. You're being paranoid.
Did they ask about me?
Yeah, and I said you were in the flat with me.
No, you weren't there.
Of course I was there.
No, I
you
woke
were
up,
off
you
your
were gone.
face.
No, I remember. I got out of bed, I looked for you. Where were you?
I was in the flat.
No, Annabelle.
This is your mother. She's turning you against me.
Well, for some reason, they think they've got something on us, so we have to be really careful and we have to be really honest with each other.
No. I was going to tell you, but... Well, you were passed out. I was so pissed off about Daddy trying to break us up, but I drove to the house.
Your dad's house?
Yeah.
And did you see anything?
No, the door was open. Daddy was on the floor, but they were already dead. It was awful. Blood everywhere. No, Susan was upstairs in the bath.
Why didn't you phone the police?
I know, I should have. I panicked. It was like my mother all over again. The blood, everyone blaming me, the police in their question.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain this to them.
I just need to get my head straight, Joe. There's too much going on, I can't think.
When you saw your dad, why did you go upstairs to find Susan?
I don't know, okay? I don't know what I was doing.
Annabelle!
No, I just need to get out of here. You don't have to come with me, I get it. You want to stay with me?
I don't want to stay here. I want to be with you.
I don't know anymore. Did we rush everything?
No.
The engagement.
No,
Maybe you're not ready for this, and now with my parents dying, everything's changed.
No, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. It's just...
Just a couple of days. That's all. Then. No, I'll talk to the police. I promise. I promise.
I heard you come here every day. I'm not 6 feet under. You can come and see me. But no. You're back from Pakistan. We don't even get a visit, do we? What I do get, though, is trouble on the streets. Bad drugs being sold out of high water by old mates of a thief. And I'm thinking to myself, are you muscling in on my business, Mum?
How did you make it your business? Atif was a leader.
I've got brains, right?
I know you told the police where Atif was.
Keep your fantasies to yourself, will you?
You chose Elizabeth Bancroft over your own brother. You'll regret that, and so will she.
It's my mum supplying the drugs.
Are you sure?
Yeah. She's out for revenge. She knows we work together to get her teeth. Watch yourself. Do you understand?
Okay.
Get on! Don't touch that, mate. It's evidence.
Yeah, Detective Chief Superintendent Bancroft. Urgent assistance required, Archer Road. Suspected acid attack.
at the moment, but if you leave your name and number, I'll endeavour to get back to you.
Hi, it's me. I was hoping that I'd catch you, but... just so you know, we'll be back in a couple of days. We're fine. Nobody needs to worry. Bye, Mum.
We're leaving town for a couple of days. Annabelle needs some space. Joe.
You tipped them off? You've been pumping George for information. You were at the hotel last night.
Well, what's wrong with them leaving town anyway? Unless they're suspects.
If you interfere again, I'll take you to the chief constable.
My son is not a murderer.
You're his mother. You're not objective.
You're wrong. I know a killer when I see one. If you're going up a blind alley towards Joe, you need to know something. I'll do anything to protect him.
That's pretty.
Oh, just a bit of old rubbish. Had it for years.
Look, I know that it's difficult to think about. But that night at the house, why didn't you get out when you found your dad? Why did you go upstairs?
Oh, I think I... Well, I heard something. Susan, she called out.
Yeah, but you said she was drowned when you found her.
Well, maybe the attacker was still up there and that's what I heard.
You didn't see anyone? You have to get your facts straight before you talk to the police. You know that.
Of course I do.
The moped was stolen. It was seen fleeing the Highwater estate 30 minutes after the acid attack on you. The same driver stabbed a young man there.
Highwater? What, was it a gang thing?
Seems like it. And I assume you heard that girl died overnight.
What girl?
A 16-year-old hospitalized after taking cocaine. I do hope this isn't the beginning of a new drug problem. The stats have been exceptional over the last 12 months. We don't want that changing.
No, of course. I'll find out what's going on.
Whatever it is, come down hard on it.
This Highwater stabbing.
Victim was one of Danish's men. It was his corner. Reckons Mrs. Kamara gave the order.
We've had this drug thing under control for 2 years now. She comes back and kicks it all off again. And that girl who OD'd has died. She wants a war, she's gonna get one.
Hi, it's me. I was hoping that I'd catch you, but just so you know, we'll be back in a couple of days. We're fine. Nobody needs to worry. Bye, Mum.
I'm the last person he'd call if he hadn't died.
Unless he wants you to help cover for him.
What about Lucinda Connor's file? Annabelle's mum, have you looked into that?
Yeah, of course.
And?
It's not relevant to the present investigation.
Well, are you sure? 1 minute, your mother's hanging up a glass lamp, the next she's cut her neck open and she's bleeding out in front of you. I mean, that just must have been terrifying for Annabelle.
I don't see your point.
What does that level of trauma do to a child? That's the question I want to ask.
You realise if she's implicated, Joe could be too.
Well, then he'll have to pay the price, just like anybody else. Look, this is my force, my patch. I want to know who did it just as much as you do.
You have no idea where they might have gone.
No. I wish I had. Look, you can monitor my phone, just in case he calls again.
Yeah, we will. Thanks.
And you're probably right not to be looking into Annabelle. Just keep her in mind, that's all.
We're checking out her flat today and a few other properties Michael Connor's owned. I'm not sure needing space adds up. Didn't they know we wanted to keep talking to them?
Well, specifically asked Annabelle to get Joe to call us. She said he would. What if she didn't go with him willingly? Joe wrote the note.
Ah, come on. This isn't abduction.
We can't rule out concerns for Annabelle's safety. Still no trace of them, mobile phones, CCTV?
ANPR picked up the car heading west on the A577. From there, there's nothing. Must be taking the back roads. Exactly what I'd do if I made my girlfriend run away and didn't want to be found.
Reed, arrange access to Annabelle's flat, drive over there, look around for any pointers to where they might be. Michael Connors had a hunting lodge you rented out. Morris, take a look at it. We throw everything at this. It could be an innocent misstep or it could be something more. Thank you.
Michael Connors has a license for an IR-12 bore shotgun. And it's definitely missing.
Would Joe and or Annabelle know where the guns were kept?
Yeah. Michael used to take them shooting when he visited.
So we've got Joe, Annabelle, and a gun all missing. Coincidences like that make me nervous.
Where have you been? I didn't know where you were.
No, I just went down to the sea.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Joe.
Don't go off like that again, okay? You have me worried.
Oh, so it's all right for you to sneak off in the middle of the night? Last night, I saw you at the phone box.
Followed me.
Who did you call, Joe?
My mum.
Why did you call
listen,
her?
I didn't want to,
No,
but
I
she
can't
can
believe you
help
do
us.
that
Look,
behind
you
my
going
back.
into that house that night could look really bad for you, okay? She's high-ranking. She's going to know who to talk to, what to do. You're going to have to talk to the police about it at some point.
I don't have to do anything.
Annabelle, we can't stay here forever. We said we'd be back in a couple of days. The police might be getting suspicious as it is.
I am going through the most terrible experience. And all you're doing is badgering me after all I've done for you.
Yes.
Now, I picked you up when you were a wreck.
Yes, and now it's my turn to help you. I need you to talk to me! My mum always lied and she always held things back from me. Don't be like her.
If I tell you everything, I'm scared you'll leave me.
I don't care what you've done. I just don't want it coming between us.
It's bad, Joe. It's really bad.
Nothing can shock me, believe me.
Bancroft wants a big response. This is what we're gonna do. We turn over a load of drug-related names, put a message out that we are in control. We put your mum in the mix, bang her up out of the way.
That won't be enough. She's dangerous. Bancroft doesn't get it.
Bancroft just had acid lobbed at her by the same guy who stabbed your lad. She gets it. She's pissed off and wants her turf back.
I don't believe this. That's Anil. He used to work for me.
Remember Anil?
Yeah, hard to forget.
You will hand over your entire business to me.
No.
Then I will tell everyone you're a police grass.
You wouldn't? You wouldn't want to lose 2 sons?
You're not my son.
That Naila Kamara? Well, that family were a thing of the past.
She's just come back to the UK.
Think she might be involved in these drugs going round?
It's possible. Want her to bring her in, cover our bases.
What happened to that other son, Danish? Is he still inside?
He got out after 6 months. Went totally clean. Hasn't crossed our radar since.
Just forget about Walker. He's leaving soon anyway.
Easy for you to say. You make sure it's me getting my hands dirty all the time. If this all blows up, I won't go down alone.
Look, I cannot deal with this right now. I'll talk to you later. Hi. It's DC Reed, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. I wasn't expecting you. How can I help?
Oh, no, I'm here to help her. Harper sent me, see if I could spot anything out of the ordinary, you know, as Joe's mum. So can we just get into the flat?
Sorry. I had a bit of trouble finding the keys.
Hi, DCS Bancroft.
Oh, you're Joe's mother. I saw you on TV.
Listen, I'm so sorry for everything you've been through.
I'm just trying to keep myself busy. Bye.
After my mother died, I had terrible nightmares. Dad let me sleep in his bed. He stroked my hair. Any bare skin he could find, he'd tell me I looked so much like my mother. That's when he progressed things.
What do you mean?
Although I really have to explain it all blow by blow.
No. No, of course not. You never told anyone? Your stepbrothers or your friends?
No. I was scared. Ashamed. It made me feel so dirty.
This is so fucked up.
The fact is, he was trying to drive us apart. So typical of Dad. So controlling. But being with you gave me the strength to fight him. I wanted to make my choice for my life, and my choice was you, Joe. So I went to tell him. He laughed at me. Started stroking my hair like he used to, and I just lost it.
Okay, when we go to the police, you're gonna have to tell them everything you just told me.
I can't.
You could plead manslaughter.
Don't send me to prison.
No, not if you have a good lawyer. Your father abused you, your stepmother knew. You could build a strong case of mitigating circumstances.
I'd lose everything. I'd lose you.
No, you will never lose me. I'll never leave you, do you understand?
I trust you. I'll do whatever you think. Go back. Talk to the police. But can we just have a bit more time? Just the two of us. Just for a day.
I'd best get on. Well, unless you need me to stick around for anything?
No, you go. Take care of yourself.
If I was living in a place rent-free, I'd look after it better.
This isn't Joe. He used to tidy up after me when we lived at home.
Have a look around, Mum. If you see anything unusual, let me know. Found something.
Size 8, male trainer, could be a match for the crime scene footprint. Could be Joe Bancroft's.
I'm sorry, but you can't go around there, Mum.
This place is now a crime scene. I need you out.